My name is Julia Stratton. I'm a senior at Canfield High School, and I'd like to thank you for coming to this performance today. The group I have with me today is a Woodwind Quintet that I put together from members of the National Honor Society at the high school. Each of us are also members of the Canfield Symphonic Band at the high school, which is the higher level of the two bands that we have. And as seniors, we have all been a part of the band program for 8 years now, since 5th grade. In case any of you don't know much about Woodwind Quintets, which I'm guessing is probably a lot of you, a Woodwind Quintet is a type of music ensemble that consists of 5 different instruments. You can see the 5 here: flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, and behind me, it's the one I play, is bassoon. This setup became standard in the early 1800s, and the Woodwind Quintet today is valued for its versatility and variety in tone color by nature of each instrument's sound or timbre being different from one another. Some of these instruments might sound familiar, but some you might not have heard of before. So as we move through our performance, we'll be showcasing each of these instruments, and I'll give a little background on each of them so you can learn something new. With that out of the way, we'd love to perform some Christmas songs for you. Our first song was written in 1951 by American composer, conductor, playwright, and flutist Meredith Willson, who is also known for writing the music for the Broadway musical The Music Man. This song has been recorded by countless artists, but by far the most popular has to be Bing Crosby's version. So without further ado, here is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. Glow at Christmas. Next, the first instrument we'll be showcasing today is the flute, played by Chris Jacobson. The flute is considered one of the earliest instruments and dates back to Germany over 35,000 years ago. It can be seen in various cultures around the world in many different shapes and sizes, including the, sorry if I mispronounced any of these, the shakuhachi in Japan, the bansuri in India, and the Irish flute in Ireland. The modern flute you'll see Chris play today was developed by Theobald Bohn during the mid-19th century and has been a standard of any orchestra, band, or wind ensemble ever since. To show us the flute, Chris will be playing the classic carol, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Next up, we have another classic Christmas carol, Silent Night, called Still Nacht in its original German. It was first performed in 1818 by Franz Gruber, who wrote the melody, and Joseph Moore, who wrote the lyrics in the form of a poem. Today, there are translations into more than 300 languages and dialects around the world. Here is Silent Night. to show is the oboe, played by Gabbi Smallwood. The oboe is a member of the double reed family and can trace its origins to the sham of the 14th century. The oboe became a part of classical orchestras at the beginning of the 18th century, but the final form that's used today was created in 1906 by Francois Loret. The oboe can often be heard in orchestral music playing solos and is also the instrument that tunes the orchestra at the beginning of any concert. Today, Gabbi will be playing Jolly Old St. Nick. Instrument is the clarinet, played by Angie Ferguson. It is a relatively new instrument compared to some of the other woodwinds we've seen, with the Nuremberg instrument maker Johann Denner inventing it at the start of the 18th century. The clarinet family is large and diverse, playing a very important role within the larger woodwind family and includes the B-flat clarinet, which Angie is playing today, the bass clarinet, and many others. To showcase the clarinet, Angie will be playing Deck the Halls. Next, we have Jingle Bells, one of the best known and most commonly sung American songs in the entire world. It was written by James Lord Pierpont and published under the title The One-Horse Open Sleigh in the autumn of 1857 and has been claimed to originally be written to be sung by a Sunday school choir for Thanksgiving. Interestingly, it was first recorded in 1889, on an Edison cylinder, which is believed to be the first Christmas song ever recorded. Here is our version of Jingle Bells. The next instrument we have is actually a brass instrument, the French horn played by Quinton Miller. While it may seem odd for there to be a brass instrument in a woodwind quintet, there's actually a very simple historical explanation. Horns have always been performed together with woodwinds, and since wind ensembles first took shape in an age where there was no clear sense or distinction between woodwinds and brass, at some point along the way, the group that included a French horn came to be called a woodwind quintet. The French horn made its debut in a ballet in Paris in 1664, and ever since has been a staple in orchestras and bands, oftentimes playing soloist or passages. Today, Quinton will be ushering in 2023 by playing Auld Syne. Next up, we have another traditional Christmas carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. This song can be traced back to the 1650s with an early version of the carol being in an anonymous manuscript. This popular carol is referenced in multiple books of the Victorian era, including Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Here is our version of this classic carol. Last but certainly not least, I will be showcasing the bassoon. This incredible instrument, I'm definitely not biased or anything, is a double-reed instrument that has been around since the 1500s in Italy. As you've probably been able to see throughout most of this performance, bassoons stand out pretty easily at almost 5 feet in length. Historically, they've often played the bass line in ensembles, but they often play the harmony and sometimes even solos in modern day music. In order to showcase the bassoon, I will be playing the classic tune Up on the Housetop. Our last song for you today is a medley consisting of "O Come All Ye Faithful," "I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day," and "Go Tell It on the Mountain." "O Come All Ye Faithful" is a classic dating back all the way to 1751 and originally written in Latin. "I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day," on the other hand, is a Christmas carol based on the 1863 poem "Christmas Bells" by American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Lastly, "Go Tell It on the Mountain" is actually an African-American spiritual song compiled by John Wesley Work Jr., dating back to at least 1865. It's considered a Christmas carol as its original lyrics celebrate the nativity of Jesus. Please enjoy our melody of these three songs. feel free to ask them now or ask them, while we're putting everything away. That's it. I hope you enjoyed our performance.
I'd like to thank the students for giving up a Sunday afternoon to put on a little show for us here at Christmas program. Let's give them a nice round of applause.